Race 2 now beginning to line up. Boats are beginning to spread out. And there'll be Factory 2 in the Super V light classes. And after Race 2, we'll give you the results of Races 1 and 2. All right, we're going to go with the Super V start right now. Super V start includes Phoenix Waste, Nick Carter Racing, Media Master, Vortec, High Noon Racing, Solarized, PokerRun.com, Fury, also Lucas Oil, It's Quality Foods, Pier 57, Stainless Marine, and Rodriguez Group. Boats continue to be dragged by the pace boat. Lots of competitors in Super V. Cloudy skies here in Savannah, race number 2. Boats lining up, spreading out, getting ready for the green, but nothing is happening at this point. Water's a little bumpy. And it looks like that this start right now is under a caution flag, a yellow flag, as you can see on the inside. So we're going to go over to the Factory 2 start and see how they're making out. Factory 2, of course, competitors include boats like RNS Offshore Racing, Total Marine Racing, Snap-on Talking Tools, Speedware, Sonic Racing, Harwich Concrete Block, Herbert Racing, Team Donzi. Factory 2 competitors, pace boat on the inside, boats lined up, spread out, just waiting for the green and the yellow to go down. Lots of competitors in Factory 2. Race number 2 here of 3 races in Savannah. 4th stop on the national tour of the APBA. Just moments away from a green. Hopefully we'll get one. Boats are pretty much in a straight line. Pace boat on the inside. There's the yellow flag. Don't know what this delay is all about, so we're going to go back to the Super V start and see if anything has progressed there. All right, we've got a quick green flag here in race number 2 in the Super V start. Nick Carter Racing going to the immediate lead, followed by Media Master. It's Nick Carter Racing and Media Master 1 and 2, followed by Utz Quality Foods on the far outside. Nick Carter Racing, 40-foot fountain. And there's Media Master and Utz Quality Foods on the far outside. Super V off to a great start here in Savannah. Here's Phoenix Waste in the middle. And Pier 57 on the inside. But number 1, it's Nick Carter Racing, 40-foot fountain, Mercury powered. Nick Carter Racing followed by Media Master and Utz Quality Foods. Here in the Super V start just moments ago. Got it going. All right, we're going back to the Factory 2 start. Still waiting for the green there with RNS Offshore and Total Marine and Snap-on Talking Tools, Speedware, Sonic Racing. And we've got a green flag on the Factory 2 start here in race number 2 in Savannah. And we've got Herbert Racing going to the immediate lead, followed by Team Donzi, Speedwear, and next to Speedwear is Sonic Racing. Snap-on Talking Tools is also there, R&S Offshore Racing, and Total Marine. But on the inside there, you see Herbert Racing, Donzi, Speedwear, and Sonic. Herbert Racing on the inside, a 33-foot Wellcraft. Keith Herbert is the driver. Joe Strachey is the throttle man. Mercruiser Power, two 500-horsepower Mercruiser inboards. Currently in third place in the national point standings. Took a first place in Daytona. And next to Herbert Racing is Team Donzi, with Doug Valentine, the driver, Mike Stancombe, the throttle man. 38-foot Donzi. There on the outside is Speedwear, Todd Welling and Lance Hendrickson. Let's go back to Herbert Racing right there. Number one right now in the early moments of this race. Herbert Racing, Keith Herbert and Joe Strachey. And there is Donzi and Speedwear on the outside battling on their own. Donzi and Speedwear. Speedwear, Todd Welling and Lance Hendrickson. On board Donzi, it's Doug Valentine and Mike Stancombe. But Herbert Racing is number one right now. Herbert Racing, your leader. As they go around the turn, Herbert Racing is first into that turn. Herbert Racing, Speedwear, and Donzi. Your early leaders, Herbert Racing, Speedwear, and Team Donzi. Speedwear, Todd Welling and Lance Hendrickson on the outside. 36-foot fountain. Check that, 38-foot fountain, powered by two 500-horsepower Mercury imports. On the inside is Team Donzi. 38-foot Donzi. Doug Valentine and Mike Stancombe currently in first place in the national point standings. Herbert Racing and Donzi, 1 and 2. Speedwear on the outside, number 3. Todd Welling, the owner of Speedwear. Speedwear located in California, home for all your embroidery needs. Mr. David Thomas is the owner of Speedwear. All right, Team Donzi now, your leader in first place. Team Donzi, Herbert Racing in second, Speedwear in third. So Team Donzi, your leader now. 38-foot Donzi, Mercury powered. Speedwear and Herbert Racing on the outside. Three boats battling here since the green. Herbert Racing now in third place. Keith Herbert and Joe Strachey on board. Driver and throttle man. There's R&S Offshore Racing, a 38-foot formula. Howard Richardson is the driver. Jack Storley is the throttle man. They're from New Jersey. R&S Offshore is currently in fourth place in the national point standings. They took a third in Marathon, a second place in Cape Cod. Sponsors, Formula Racing and Sirius Satellite Radio. Special thanks to Mike Beekler for equipment sales. This boat finished in 4th place in the Worlds last year. Crew members include Jack Lawson and Marie Richardson. Currently in 4th place in this race right now, R&S Offshore Racing. You're watching race number 2 of 3 races here in Savannah. 4th stop on the National Tour, APBA. This is race number 2. Great racing yesterday. Sirius Satellite Radio, one of their sponsors. Total Marine Racing, 38-foot formula. The driver is Mr. Jim Arvis. Tom Caruso, the throttle man. Carl Seda, the owner of Total Marine Racing. It's a 38-foot formula, as we said. It's powered by Merc Cruiser 2 500-horse-powered inboards. This boat also was sponsored by Sirius Satellite Radio and Formula. Total Marine, Factory 2. Nice driving there by Mr. Jim Arvis. Tom Caruso on throttle. Another major sponsor for Total Marine Racing, Roger & Sons Food Service Equipment and Supplies. Nice jump there by Total Marine Racing. And as we look to our left, it seems that Team Donahue has missed a turn, putting him farther back in the pack. There's Team Donahue coming up. Doug Valentine and Mike Stancombe on board. First in points in the national point standings. Team Donahue. 38-foot Donahue, Mercury powered. Seems to be somewhat slowing down, having some problems. There's the other Donzie in the race. Snap-on Talking Tools, a 38-foot Donzie. Wilma Ross, the driver. Brian Ross, the throttle man. They're from Oakville, Ontario. Mercury-powered, 2 500-horsepower Mercury inboards. Sponsors, Snap-on, AC Delco, Hot Knots, and Mercury. Also, Chaco Motorsports